Hello, my name is Jake Schweitzer, and my partner Chris Gavin believe that we have come up with a solution to Snapchat expanding internationally. We believe that Snapchat will benefit greatly from expanding into Europe. You all know Snapchat is a social media app that started out as basically sending a picture to someone and the picture deleting after it was opened. The revolutionized of Snapchat went from pictures to video to now people posting on their stories. There's even a Discover page now, which Snapchat increases their ad revenue through the Discover page. If it's currently on the new app, if you swipe to the right, there's a Discover page with pages that have the highest content, such as ESPN, BuzzFeed, the Food Network. Those companies pay a high amount of money to be put on that page, and therefore whenever you go to click on them, ads come up. And with all of Snapchat's recent success, the CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, is rumored to offer to buy out Snapchat for $3 billion. And just to put this into perspective, in 2012, Mark Zuckerberg actually bought out Instagram, another leading social media platform, for $1 billion. This just goes to show how much potential a tech giant like Mark Zuckerberg believes in Snapchat. And it is also important to note that the world advertising spending is expected to rise from $652 billion in 2016 to $767 billion in 2020. And you know, the biggest player in this right now is mobile advertising. And the founders of Snap believe that's because people are shifting from their TVs and everyone's on their mobile device. You know, everyone pretty much uses their mobile device every day, and that's why it's taken over in the leader in advertisement. Snapchat is currently not even used by 70% of the United Kingdom population, which just shows the growth and the potential of entering this market.
So our real rationale for making this choice to move to the United Kingdom really is based off of a similar language and culture to the United States. The UK speaks English. They're a westernized, democratic country. We think this would be an easy transition for our marketing team and product personnel to really adapt Snapchat to this country. In addition, there's no restrictive laws, no censoring like other social media platforms had issues with in China, namely Facebook. There's a very high smartphone usage rate and high social media usage rate in the UK. It's a relatively prosperous economic country. And there's also a ton of businesses here, right? From the B2B side and selling our advertising on Snapchat, which is our revenue model. There are a ton of businesses that we can get in touch with in order to have them advertise on our platform. There's also a large number of U.S. businesses that want to export certain things to the UK, namely, things like movies, and when we have the advertising capabilities in the UK, people are going to be buying our ads in the UK as well. In addition, the variable costs of expansion are extremely low. It really is adding pennies to software costs in order to add an additional person to the Snapchat servers in the United Kingdom versus expanding anywhere. So some of the major steps that we're going to need to take in order to really hammer this out is that we're going to need to promote via other social channels, right? Facebook has a Twitter page. Twitter has a Facebook page. So running low-cost ads on these other platforms is going to be really good for us. The biggest problems and opportunities and threats that we see, biggest problem, adaptation to culture. Obviously, Snapchat has a sexting issue in the past. We would need to address that. Opportunities is that, we really would hammer in the youngest demographic and have something called the baby effect, in that once, people start posting pictures of their babies on Snapchat, grandma's going to get on Snapchat as well. Main competition is the other social media channels and the other. And if we're looking at something like the other, ad platforms, we would say, we're competing with them for their advertising dollars. All of this above is a rationale why we think, Snapchat would be a great entrance into the UK market. Thanks.